Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skyazrael.com if you want life coaching and mentoring. Daytona Beach is getting ready to pop off for our October bike event, Biketoberfest. The town is ready, but it's not ready. It's like having guests come over when you're still getting dressed and still cleaning the house up. And you're like, oh, hey, you know, wasn't expecting you so soon. We're still kind of getting things together here. And for those of you who live under a rock, we had a major hurricane. The town it's not flooded. It was. So you can ride your bikes around. There'll be bars open. There'll be stuff for you guys to do. People are planning on a full event, but expect some annoyed locals, not really annoyed with you, just annoyed with losing everything. Expect to see walls of debris out in front of people's houses. And I suggest if you're a tourist, stay out of the neighborhoods because there may be down tree limbs and, you know, just stay on the main roads. I want to get into today's topic. It's an interesting, what do you call it? It's an effect. It's a syndrome. We have the halo effect and the horn effect. And it's good to understand this type of stuff. This is basic psychology. It's good to understand this stuff sometimes, just so we ourselves don't fall into this pattern, or so we can understand how people treat us, right? I've been a victim of the horn effect. Let's explain what the halo effect is. Basically, it's judging somebody as a person. You judge this person in their entirety. You think you know what they're all about based on just one little tidbit of information, possibly just one of their actions. So for example, a celebrity is a perfect example of the halo effect. A celebrity may do one good movie or several good movies. They may do good art, and you may enjoy Tom Cruise movies or, you know, whoever, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. But since we liked that movie, I really liked Top Gun, it's easy to have this association game. Innocent by association or guilty by association. So with the halo effect, we play an innocent by association. And because I like Top Gun and I like Tom Cruise movies, I may think that he's this perfect individual, that he's better than me, that he's smarter than me, that he's more charismatic and all these things. And we can put celebrities, particularly celebrities in America, we put them on pedestals because we like what they do. We have a musician and we like the music they put out. And then we start thinking, well, gosh, that motherfucker has $2 billion and owns all kinds of businesses. They must be better than me. You know, they must be smart. For the Monday morning trash trucks. We start attributing aspects to who they are that we don't know if those aspects exist. They must be virtuous. A guy does a bunch of fucking wholesome movie characters. He plays a really wholesome character in all his movies, you know, and you think Keanu Reeves or somebody, and then you think that he's a really virtuous guy in real life. You don't know. We don't know. This is how we end up with this kind of popular culture worship of celebrities, of all rich people. Because we kind of figure, well, if you made a little money, you must be smart. You must be great in all these different ways. You must be powerful. You must be dominant. I'm going to listen to you. When you're successful, motherfuckers start listening to you really quick. I've had this experience myself. I've never been Donald Trump successful, but I've had my come-ups in this world, and I've done pretty well in business at certain times in my life. And I remember when I was getting in magazines, in particular back in 2005 and 2006 with my motorcycle shop. We were rocking and rolling back then. We were getting in magazines once a month, it felt like. It just was happening all the time. It was great. Every restaurant I would go to, dudes would come up to me the whole time. I'd be with my girl. Dudes would come up to me the whole time we're eating. Being like, excuse me, I just wanted to shake your hand and say hi and that kind of stuff. I felt like a little celebrity. I could tell that simply because of one magazine article or two or whatever people had seen, that they were starting to treat me differently. I'd be at a party, and whereas before maybe when I would talk people wouldn't listen, all of a sudden I would mention something, give my 2 cents on a topic, and that whole room would go silent. Oh, Sky's talking. I'd look around and be like, well, everybody's looking at me, this is weird. I just wasn't used to people paying so much, focused so much on me. What's he gonna do next? And I just got a little window into how people take this baton of one thing that you do and run with it. And it was really interesting to me with the motorcycle shop, because it was an example of the halo effect or the horn effect, where when I first came to Daytona, we were really popular with the locals because we were the new fish in the pond. We got in a couple magazines right away, which put us on the map here. Made a couple shops jealous because there were shops right across the street from us. We were in an area where there was 5 or 6 motorcycle shops within walking distance, and there were shops. We opened our door, put a sign up, getting a magazine that month. This motherfucker across the street's been in business for 7 years. He's never been in a magazine. He asked me, and he was like, how do you do it? And I was just like, I don't know. People like me, I guess. Some people, I say everybody, they jumped into 2 camps. Nobody even knew me. Nobody knew me in this town. I'm not from here. I don't have family from here. I didn't go to high school here. I didn't grow up here. I don't have no reputation on the streets here. I came here from 3,000 miles away. I might as well be a goddamn Martian. And everybody jumped into, I love Sky. I got your back, homie. You're the best. Ride or die. Motherfuckers I don't even know. And they're just like, you're my best friend. And I'm just like, geez, I met you once. I don't know you at all. You don't know me. I thank you. I like being called a good guy, but you really don't know me. And it was the same way on the opposite end. Motherfuckers might see one bike parked out front of our shop and be like, fuck those guys. Fuck that piece of shit. And they would go around town talking shit about me. Oh yeah, that guy's Sky. They'd be at bars. There'd be conversations about me. I just laugh. And this would get back to me. My little spies are everywhere. This would get back to me, and I would just be like, man, I literally never met those motherfuckers in my life. Never even once, not even in passing. And they have all these opinions about who I am. This is the halo effect and the horn effect in action. I've had this horn effect on me where, it was just the other day at the gym. It was kind of funny. I don't take offense. I was talking with a guy who is 10 years older than me. A little more successful, I should say. Only reason why I know that is because he drives a brand new Corvette that he just bought. It's like a 2023 or whatever. It's brand new. Amazing car. I can't afford no car like that. And he was shocked, like stunned to find out that I went to college. Mind was blown. You? And he told me, he was just like, I had you pegged all wrong. Just looking at you with your tattoos and the way you look, he's like, I just thought you're some redneck prison boy. I honestly did. Turns out I've traveled the world. I've been to places that motherfucker only dreams of being. I get judged like this all the time. Luckily I have my teeth now. I used to have knocked out teeth. And that really makes you look stupid. When you're trying to talk to someone and you have teeth that have been busted out, they just look at you like you're an idiot. And you could be spitting the best fucking knowledge that's ever been spit. They're just like, you're a fool. So it's just good to know that this halo effect or horn effect exists, so we don't fall into the trap of judging people by simple things. This guy did one thing in his past, he must be a bad person for the rest of his life. She did one thing in her past, she must be a bad person for the rest of her life. He did one good thing, he must be this godlike, virtuous hero that I want to be just like and emulate. You know, we don't really want to judge people because of one thing. Look at their whole resume and allow people to change. I've changed. I know you guys have too. It would be unfair if I didn't let you be who you are now and I kept you to who you used to be. It's all food for thought. Have a good week.